Hello once again and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Vince McSham with you here, and we're going to do a little bit more of this career mode. It was actually not so bad earlier today. We accomplished some things we wanted to accomplish. Some of you may be saying, hey man, I couldn't check out your last video. It's blocked. What's up? There are certain copyright songs and artists, I can tell you right now, don't use anything by Wham. Apparently George Michael's, even after he's gone, wants his money. And they will block your ass. And, hey, don't judge, man. Wake Me Up Before You Go Go is a fun song. I just can't play it. And apparently Thunderstruck is well guarded as well by AC/DC and Epic Records. So, we're going to try a little something here. So far as the last stream, if anyone's interested in checking that out, I'm currently going through the process of having all of that music edited out by the fine folks at YouTube. I would guess it'll be about 10 hours before that's done, since I used it several times. And I've got a version of it that should be able to get past the censors. And I'll be using that today, because I really like it. I think it's perfect for the character. And that's the bottom line. All right, my career. We should be getting somewhere near WrestleMania now. And the compound was fun, you know, 1 or 2 times. I don't know how many times I can actually do the compound. The thing that hurts it is the fact that there is no crowd. It is just kind of like the empty arena match, but it's not an arena, so you lose that effect. And even the empty arena match, you can only do that so much, and then it's old. So, yeah. That's what it is, that's where it's at, and that's where it's going to be. So right now, we're going to jump back into my career. Pretty sure I spent all my points already. I should have checked on that, I guess, but oh well. Oh, yeah, the doctor is in. He gonna tell me I can't wrestle no more. I'm gonna be champion, man. I'm going to Hall of Fame. I am winding down the hours of my weekend, which sucks. I don't want to go to work.
How are you feeling today?
Not great.
Like I got smoked.
Sore, I have a nasty headache. I only remember bits and pieces of what happened.
Probably a side effect of whatever Bray Wyatt used to knock you unconscious.
Could also explain some of the things I saw out there.
A full recovery is what's most important right now. But unfortunately, we don't know yet how long that might take. So I have some bad news. Triple H is
I've got a bit of bad news for you.
Championship due to the injuries you've suffered.
I'll make it back in time to defend the title. I know I can.
I believe you can too. But Triple H doesn't want to wait around and see. He said his decision was final. I'm sorry. I'll try my best to give you a chance to regain the Intercontinental title when you return. Now try to get some rest, okay?
Screw the Intercontinental title. I want the World Championship. That one. Shine that thing up pretty. Turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up Triple H's candy ass. Rest and recover. I don't want to rest and recover. Shit. I actually have no recollection of them attacking Kane. I gotta look that back up. I'm sure I watched it. I'm sure I saw it because I was still watching back then. That's pretty close to the time I stopped watching, though. Hey, maybe you could hook up with Sasha or Bailey again, huh?
Welcome back to Raw. I know you don't like to ease into things, so you'll be in action tonight in a tag match versus The Bar.
Yeah, I got your text about it earlier. Who's my partner?
I thought I'd leave that up to you.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me I didn't get a partner. That would be my... Oh, look at the selection. Well... I would go with Finn.
Hey.
Okay, there's, again, no audio coming out, so I'm not sure what the fuck up is there, but it started doing this shit. I feel like they want me to go to Miz.
Something's different about you, and I can't put my finger on it. No, I just figured it out. It's that you no longer have a title around your waist.
Neither
In
do
fact,
you.
It wasn't that long ago that you had 2 titles, and now they're both gone. Things change pretty fast around here, don't they?
Yeah, I gave one up, bitch.
There's no way in hell I'd be your tag partner tonight.
I didn't ask. I'm gonna get stuck with
Hey,
Goldust.
I heard from my dad that you're looking for a tag team partner tonight to take on the Bar. As someone who's defeated them before.
I take him over Goldust.
Wait, I rub people the wrong way? How? Can you give me some specific examples? Or maybe even some kind of video evidence? I mean, when's the last time I've rubbed someone the wrong way?
Well, that didn't go well. And now Goldust isn't even an option. Done pissed him off. He's like, why am I last? Fuck you. All right. Thunderbolt gonna get in the ring. I wonder what Goldust would have told me. Here he is.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Warner Robins, Georgia, weighing in at 249 pounds, Thunderbolt Allen.
Thunderbolt Curtis Allen makes his way to the ring. The former Intercontinental Champion is back in action. What's up? What's up, Basis? What's up, man? Is it Basis or Bassis? Bass guitar would be spelled B-A-S-S. So I'm guessing you're like a guitar player? That's a wild guess. Patrick, how you doing? You ready for some wrestling? I was right. Bassist it is. Well, thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. No Von Erichs. They got rid of a lot of legends. Von Erichs are gone. Freebirds are gone. Who else is gone? I know I'm missing a name or two. The only one they added was Piper. What's up, Willie? There are some things about this game, Willie, that I like better. Other things I don't like as much. Overall, I'd probably give it a slightly higher rating than last year's. You know what, Bassist? I thought the same thing at first, but then I realized with our community, man, we got guys that make shit that's so much better than the in-game models. And we've already got pretty much every name that was taken out, somebody has made where it looks fine.
At a combined weight of 499 pounds, Cesaro and the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, the Bar.
I made the Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes myself recently, and they're posted up there now. And I actually think they came out pretty good. I'm happy with them. And the good news is, even though they take the characters out, a lot of times for a year or two afterwards, they keep the attire in. So you don't have to go and recreate all that. This will probably be the last year we'll have Ricky and Robert. They'll be gone. Everything, most of these guys sign a 2-year contract for the Legends. Pinfall or submission. Oh, damn. Thought you were going to play that sneaky game on me. Kick him in the dick. All right, man. Feel free to chat, though. That's one thing I like about this career mode. I'm not necessarily calling the action all the way through, and we can just... It ain't like the regular shows that I do that are supposed to be actual shows. I kind of mess around during this stuff. Clothesline follows it up with the Bulldog. And now Thunderbolt Patterson hooking it up. Suplex. Cesaro goes for the ride. Crash landing. Now into the turnbuckle he goes. We're going to see how these guys work as a tag team. Maybe, maybe not. Coast to coast. And now Cesaro trying to get him to come out of the corner. That doesn't happen. Oh, look at my mistake. You're that 0.1%. The overwhelming majority of my audience is male, so I do beg your pardon. Did he tag in or something? I must have missed that. I'm going to guess so. He's not counting me out, though. How long you been playing bass? I played a little bit, but that was a long time ago. Did some vocals with a local band for a while. Had a hell of a keyboard guy on our team, man. I tell you, he was good. Really good. Trying to figure out which buttons do what on this thing. You're supposed to be able to pull the ropes down. Let's see. Maybe it's a circle. Nope. 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 I cannot figure out which one makes the ropes get pulled down. Oh, that's okay. 14 years. You didn't like guitar? I mean, it's tough. I tried that for a little while, too, man. I really wanted to play an instrument. I mean, the vocals is fun, but I feel like it's a little bit more convincing when you can play something as well. It's like Phil Collins played keyboard and drums, man. I couldn't do shit. I mean, it's hell on the fingers, I'll say that. Oh, there it is. It is a circle. I was right. All right. Man, my boy's getting his ass kicked. Time we join the party. Oh, haters is always going to be. I don't listen to them, man. These are just people that never leave their house and don't do shit. Everybody wants to hate on people. It's like, okay, well, where's your stuff? I get people that leave nasty comments about the videos. Then you go and check out their channel. They haven't posted a video or they've only got one in 3 years. And it's like, okay, I'm going to take serious critique from you. Oh, today's wrestling depends what you want to talk about, I guess. NXT is pretty damn good. Dude, tag me in. Is there a way I can just manually tag him or some shit? But NXT is solid. I'm trying to give Impact another chance. Oh, damn, look at Jordan getting the win. But while it's better than it's been in a while, I still don't find Impact particularly good. Parts of it are. They did the right thing by grabbing Tessa Blanchard. WWE screwed the pooch on that. The only thing I can watch on the main roster anymore is the women's division because everything else sucks. And it's mostly story. I feel terrible because he's the best athletes they've ever had. And then they got writers that don't know what the hell they're doing. They've lost touch with what wrestling fans want.
Here are your winners, Thunderbolt.
I haven't really got a chance to watch much UK. I saw that big tournament a couple years ago, loved it. And I know they're starting to do up a little bit more UK now and have their own program going. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm sure it'll be great because, you know, like I said, the undercard stuff is great. NXT and I'm sure UK, but I've loved NXT for a long time. There was a little lull. About the time Bailey's class graduated, I thought it kind of dipped. It wasn't as good. And then they gave the title to, what's his name, Cien Almos or whatever. Can't tell you his name. I call him the poor man's, what's the dude's name now? I forget his name. One that went out and, I don't know, did he marry Paige or he was dating Paige and then totally messed her all up? Who's that in the mask? Is that Daniel Bryan? That's going to be Daniel, or is it Cole? Somebody's going to be under that mask. Alberto Del Rio, thank you. Total brain fart. It's the end of my weekend. I've been up all night. Drinking beer, playing video games. What are you going to do? Yeah, Cien Almos, to me, is just a poor man's Alberto Del Rio. Same thing. And I didn't like Alberto either. Never thought he was a particularly good wrestler. Didn't like his act.
I welcomed you back last
This
week,
guy
'cause I
is
missed you,
amazing.
Buzz. I really did. We became so close before your unfortunate injuries took you away from me. So I waited eagerly for you to return while you convalesced. But it was during that time that I met a man. Someone who was once a host of your parasitic behavior. You traveled up and down the road together. But when it came time to emerge from the underground, you left his carcass for the vultures. He was no use to you anymore. But he is of great use to me. You see, in our last encounter, you destroyed something important to me, and now I will destroy someone important to you.
It's Cole.
But this is of your doing, Buzz. You left him for the vultures, remember? I'm simply doing what comes naturally. Swooping down and consuming the flesh that you left exposed.
Most of the voices sound very different, even though it's them. Although I don't think John Cena's voice was the one they used in this game. That doesn't sound at all like John Cena. But Bray Wyatt, man, he is the man. They underuse him terribly. Suddenly Finn's got time for me, man. When I needed a tag team partner, he was nowhere to be found.
It's obvious that the issues between you two are far from over.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan did that beard thing and got that all going.
So at Survivor Series, you're going to face each other in a rematch. But this time, I'm going to make sure that the match makes it to the ring and stays there. And there will also be no way for anyone to interfere, because your match will be taking place
Hell in a Cell.
in a steel cage.
Or a steel cage, same difference. I gotta fight my buddy Cole? That ain't right. Yeah, everybody does seem to have a beard nowadays, and I don't know. But Bray Wyatt, man, his on-screen presence, his entrance, his character, and now they're looking at repackaging him. I'm like, are you out of your freaking minds? That was the one thing you did right, and you're going to screw it up too. His mic. The problem is, they buried the Wyatt family. Even when they gave him the world title, they didn't really give him a run with it or anything. He should have had that belt for well over a year. Yeah, that's the word on the street. That's why you haven't... I mean, I don't watch current product, but I mean, from what I hear, he's not been on TV in a little bit. Maybe he's going to be coming out as, like, I don't know, Husky Harris.
Georgia, weighing in at 249 pounds, Thunderbolt Allen.
Why is he coming out to Kurt's music? Yeah, I mean, I was recording them up until about 2 years ago, and then I just started realizing I was watching almost the entire thing on fast forward. I would stop occasionally to see how, you know, the promos were going and if they were any good, which they generally weren't. And the only thing I found myself watching much was the women's, and that's because that was actually pretty good, and they were doing a good job of selling. It's hard to sell anything now. I mean, what... The curtain's been pulled back a long time ago, so... But it would go a long way if they would find a way to just treat it like an actual sport. That would probably mean getting rid of the daytime soap opera writers that they have on their team. Well, I mean, I agree. Look, the Attitude Era was by far probably the best wrestling you were going to ever get. between the matches, what the guys did to get ratings. I mean, the Hardys, God, they should be crippled right now. But at the same time, you can still go PC. That's not a problem. You can still go PG. That's not a problem. But it'd go a lot further, I think, if they would treat it more sport-like, in a sense where, like, there's a top 10 list based on wins and losses, and have wins and losses mean something. I liked a lot of the Attitude Era. I won't say all of it. The Katie Vick thing was when I stopped watching WWE for a while. That's when I switched over to ECW. No, actually, I take that back. I went to ECW before that. Back when they had Duke the Dumpster Drozy and all that crap. Attitude Era was definitely better than early WCW. But NWO and WCW went hand in hand. I'm not sure why I'm doing the intros. Oh, it's one-on-one. I thought it was going to be a tag match. All right, here we go. Get his head to and pin it. Ooh, shit, he caught me. Some bitch. And quite honestly, both WCW and WWF were amazing during that run. They took turns back and forth for a long while. But once the WWF started getting the upper hand, man, WCW went down quick. Once they started going NWO red and black, and then I think there was a, I don't know, pink and black or whatever other colors in black, it just got so bad, so watered down, and they just could not keep up with what the WWE was putting forward, and they were putting together some really good stuff. Head first into the steel cage. Yeah, you know what? There really isn't any serious competition, although I don't even think they care at this point. They're publicly traded. Vince is on his way out, and he knows it. He's going to be doing the XFL thing. Stephanie, I'm sure she's a nice enough person. She does plenty of stuff for the kids and all that. But basically clueless in many ways. I don't think she has a grip on what the fans want. Not even close. Triple H has shown that he does, because he's done NXT amazingly well. I think ROH is probably the most likely, even though I know there's a lot more money behind. Well, that's interesting. A lot more money right now behind Impact with Sinclair. I just think ROH has the better product. And now with the all-in pay-per-view, which that itself sucked. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Steph. No, you know what? Occasionally I haven't touched Fire Pro in probably a month. And I knew I wouldn't once this came out. I mean, I said that right from the get-go. Once this comes out, that's going to get the overwhelming majority of my attention. I did look at it the other day on my ribbon there, and I thought about just popping it on again, but eventually I will. I'll do a little 1 hour stream or something like that, just to. I haven't looked at it in so long. I don't know what the community looks like so far as what new creations are up there and all that kind of stuff. Kevin who? And no, I have not. DDT drops him. Oh, Kevin Von Erich. I was thinking Kevin Sullivan. So is it safe to say it's in Texas? What the heck just happened there? Uh-oh.
2, 3.
I lost! In the words of Darth Vader, no. No, I had not heard about that one. And where's it like their home? I mean, Spartatorium's long gone. Oklahoma. Boomer Sooners.
You're too late. I used up all the trainer's ice.
I don't blame you. That was quite a battle out there last night.
Well, thanks again for trying to even up the odds.
No need for thanks. After what they did to me last night, it's become a little bit personal for me too.
I just can't believe that I gave it everything I had and Bray still managed to come out on top.
Was it really everything?
Of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying, to beat someone like
Are
Bray
they...
Wyatt, you need to get past what you think.
I'm guessing there's no television yet for that.
Your inner demon.
They have like a YouTube channel set up or what?
For me.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to beat Bray and get Cole back. I just have no idea how I'm supposed to find my inner demon.
Yeah. Oh. If it is demons that you seek, you should consider venturing to the multiverse with me again.
The multiverse.
Wait, did he say again?
Yeah, I've never been to the multiverse with you before.
You have been before, in a different vessel, which is why it was deleted from your memory.
I don't know about this.
You said you were willing to do whatever it takes.
Ah, yes.
Do me a favor, if there's a link or something, just drop that in the comments section. I'll check it out later. It sounds pretty cool.
I thought a steel cage match was the best possible solution to settle the issues between you and Bray Wyatt.
You were
But
wrong.
obviously, I was wrong. So I've decided that at the Royal Rumble, you and Finn Balor would take on Bray Wyatt and Cole Quinn in an Extreme Rules match.
Do not express worry. I have made many successful jaunts to the multiverse.
The multiverse.
Or when exactly is it? The 7 deities have deemed that the multiverse cannot be found on a map or in a calendar. Instead, it's all around us, all the time. Don't you remember from your last journey? Oh, yes. On your previous visit, I believe your spirit was held in the vessel of an ostrich. Such a fantastic pheasant.
Not so sure about this whole Matt Hardy thing. It's gonna be the same shtick.
Do not express worry. I have made many or win the
Yeah, same thing.
Since he's become woken, he's clearly accessed some hidden away dark places, which is exactly what you need to do if we're going to defeat Bray and rescue your friend. That's good. You can harness.
I guess we're gonna go to the multiverse. World Class Rev. I will check that out later. Appreciate that. Always looking for something new. That's the other good thing that NXT has going for them is it's always fresh. You know, they come in for a year or two, then they move on. Damn, what's up here?
It's
Holy shit.
delightful, isn't it?
This is amazing.
What did you have to smoke to get
There's even
there?
more to see if you open your mind and look towards the cosmos. You will encounter the various vessels that we have existed in. Ah, yes. I was once a great Egyptian pharaoh in Giza. Unfortunately, that vessel met its demise from the bite of that wicked asp. Do you remember, Brother Buzz? You roamed about Antarctica centuries ago.
Using drones.
Some kind of explorer?
No, you were a polar bear.
Oh, let me guess. I was a shark too.
No.
That was a movie.
Your vessel was eaten by a shark off the coast of Australia in the 1940s. How gruesome.
Why didn't they do this on WWE television?
What's that?
I think it's the Blade of Baron.
Good match, Van Gogh.
It seems as if we've slipped into the current dimension.
I'm truly happy for you.
I don't want to be here.
Big things are happening for us.
He is a soul most tortured who has lived many conflicted existences.
Wakey, wakey.
I said I don't want to be here. Make it stop.
You must face your fears.
How much they charging to join?
Brother Buzz.
Setbacks due to hallucinations. I warned you not to get on Triple H's bad time.
You're like a son to me. You're like a son to me. You're like a son to me. Stop. That's it. You did it. You're now ready to create your alter ego that will walk beside the Demon King.
And what is the difference between $4.99 and $7.99? I guess I'm gonna choose my character here. The Deceiver. This looks like one of those things from the Land of the Lost, the old TV show. Alright. The other ones look way too over top.
You are now ready to delete the consumer of terrestrial entities. Yes.
Now, is that per view or is that like a monthly fee? What's up with that part? I remember back when NXT, not NXT, but TNA started. It was every Wednesday. And I think it was like $9.99 a shot. And it was like a 2-hour episode. Monthly? Okay.
Hey, where have you been? I've been looking all
I'll
over.
definitely give him a shot for a month, see how I like it.
Bzz. Wake up. I'm talking to you.
Finn?
Where have you been?
I was in the multiverse with Matt Hardy finding my inner demon, just like you suggested.
You've been gone for weeks.
Weeks?
Welcome back, Brother Buzz. I neglected to mention that the multiverse creates rifts in the Earth's time spectrum. What felt like 30 mortal minutes was indeed minute weeks.
Oh, God.
But it was well worth it in your effort to make the vile Bray Wyatt obsolete.
Weeks.
Well, I appreciate the heads up on that.
Right now. But our big tag match versus Bray Wyatt and Cole is tonight. So you need to get your head on straight if we're going to defeat them and have any chance of helping Cole get out from under
Yeah, I'll
Bray's
definitely give him a
control.
shot, though, and check him
Don't
out.
worry, okay? I may have been gone for much longer than expected, but I found what I was looking for. And you'll be seeing it tonight.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Man, this chapter taking a whole lot longer than I thought it would. Damn, it sounds like some really bad 70s porn music. I hate to say it. Actually, no, I take it back. It's some bad 70s cop show theme. It's like the Mod Squad 2.0. All right, live from the Royal Rumble. Yeah, but I actually like that. I like crappy lighting. I remember back in the day with ECW when they first got kicked off with a single camera. They had two cameras. I take it back. And I thought that made the show better. It gives it that grit.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 439 pounds, Thunderbolt Allen and the Demon King Finn Balor.
Yeah, if you look back at the early 80s Madison Square Garden shows, that was some of my favorite video. Because once the match began, even beforehand, though, with the entrances and stuff, they didn't have all the pyro and the lighting and all that crap. So it was really dimly lit. And then once the show started, the match started, the lights went down, and it was just the ring that was really illuminated, and maybe the first row or two of fans you could see. And what made it super cool was that you would hear this roar from the crowd during certain spots, but it was coming from this darkness. And to me, it always reminded me, like, I used to live on Long Island, so I was like 10 minutes from the beach. And me and my friends, when we were in high school during the summer, we'd go ride bikes up there and stuff. We went there on a couple of nights where a fog had rolled in. It was scary as shit, man. Stephen King stuff. You could not see the ocean. We're on the beach. We're 20 feet away from it. You couldn't see it, but you could hear it, and you could feel it. And that's kind of the way I look back on the old product, where they would dim it all down a bunch. And I think they kind of did that with the women for Evolution. Very similar style. And when I take over WWE someday, that's one of the first things that's going to happen. We're getting rid of all the damn pyro. Save your money there because that's stupid. And we're just going to get it really dark and gritty and... That was one of the things I really thought they were going to do with this game when I heard about lighting in the arena. I was like, finally. But it turned out not to be. You can change the hue and stuff like that, but it's not the same. I thought I was going to be able to dim the lighting down.
At a combined weight of 495 pounds,
Yeah, I keep trying. They won't let me in the front door, though. They keep stopping me with security, so. One of these days, I got to get over to the Performance Center because it's close by. I mean, I'm only 20 minutes away. They have that backstage tour they do a couple of times, maybe 4 or 5 times a year, I guess. But damn, they ask a lot of money for that tour. It's like $1,000. What's up, Matthew? Welcome aboard. We are underway. That does not even look like my dude at all, man. I forgot to ask, can we, let's see, it must be a pin or submission. I don't know if I can use chairs without getting disqualified in this one, or... Shit. Well, good news is with the paint job I'm wearing right now, if I do get busted open, he'll never know. Oh, I don't know about that. Why would you say that, man? It trains people really well. Physically, they're in the best shape ever. By far the best cardio any wrestling roster's ever had. It gives them a lot of practical experience, and then it gives them a live crowd to start working on stuff in front of them. And again, NXT is definitely the best show going today in my book. Well, I guess there's something to be said for that, but it doesn't matter in the end of the day, because if you wrestle for the WWE, they're going to put you through their paces. You know, that they do have a style of wrestling that they insist everybody's going to go by, and that's for the overall product and also for the safety of the performers. I mean, with very few exceptions, everybody who's ever been brought in, even with the experience levels, like a Kevin Young, for example, or Eric Young, I beg your pardon. You know, guys like him who've been around the block quite a bit, still went and started off over at NXT to learn the WWE version of what he's been doing all those years, because there are differences. The only one I can think of off the top of my head that skipped straight ahead recently anyway was Mike Kanellis, and how did that turn out? Not saying because he skipped ahead is why, but man, the targeting on this game sucks balls. I'll say it's the worst targeting they've ever had. Chop block to the back of the leg of Bray Wyatt. Man, can't drop the big guy. Ooh, referee just got in the way. What'd I say about targeting? I'm trying to get fucking Cole. Jesus. Many times I'm hitting the damn button, it won't turn. No, that's not true. Everybody's got an opinion. It's kind of like paying your dues, I guess. It's like if you want to wrestle for WWE, you got to go through there. You got to learn their way. Otherwise, you got to go somewhere else. At the same point in time, almost everybody that goes to the Performance Center has been trained by other schools. Whether it's the Dudleys, whether it's Jose up in New York, or Johnny Roz, rather, I beg your pardon. And a lot of other ones out there. There's plenty of them out there, and rarely does somebody walk into NXT with zero training under their belts. I mean, let's see. Who can we think of as a good example of somebody who went in with no other training? Oh, Eva. And how did that turn out? Although she did get better. Once she started working with Brian Kendrick, she got better. I don't know why she bothered, though. She clearly did not want to. Thunderstruck. Bray, too little, too late, baby. It's an interesting paint job on him. Well, that's true, but at the same point in time, I work for the Walt Disney World Company, and I can tell you, you could have worked at any resorts in the world, and then you come to us, and we're going to show you our way, and that's the way it's going to be. So when you have a product and a brand, that's kind of normal in most every business. Now, it's nice when you're bringing somebody in from, let's say, Marriott or another company like that, because then you can also get some of their intuitions and things like, well, one of the things we did over there that worked was this, and we may use that. But at the same point in time, at the end of the day, we have our own way things are going to run. Oh, I think he's going to get Cole to come around and see the error of his ways.
Bray never cared about you, but I do. Come with me. Everything will be okay.
Oh, they're going to hug. Poor Cole, man. He can't catch a break.
I'm sorry, Buzz. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. It's all over.
By the way, Buzz, you lost a lot of weight. You lost your hair. Yeah, the biggest problem for the WWE is when they started going with writers that are not wrestling fans and don't know the product. They started taking some of these daytime soap opera writers and crap like that. Oh, you're not going to include Cole? That's a little bit rude. Now, is that the end of the Bray Wyatt experience? I think that should be it. Yeah, that's it. All right, I think we'll leave it off there. That was pretty good. That was a fun chapter. I think there's 15 altogether, and we're on 11 now, so we're getting there. They're going a little bit longer than they did in the beginning. Trips doesn't look too happy. I haven't heard an update. How's he doing, man? He tore that pec up. Oh, yeah, they did. I mean, it's not like they came up with their own promos. I mean, obviously you have to be within the storyline. I mean, there's still a story even back in the day. You know, we're going to do this to get to here. So whether it was, the Madison Square Garden shows at the end of the month before pay-per-views ever existed, your major cities and stuff, the Philadelphia Spectrum show, Boston Garden show. What's up, Daniel? So they still had stuff they had to, do, and let me go over here real quick. Not that I got some points. I didn't get some points. I can't spend nothing. Ah, you suck. So, yeah, they've always had... They didn't have the promo written out for them so much, where they had to learn their lines. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with Roman Reigns. I don't know that he can do a promo well without the help of a script, to be honest with you. But on the couple of occasions where he's just spoken, including the most recent, which was very unfortunate. But if you watch that, I mean, technically it's a promo. I mean, when he has to let go of the belt and everything, I don't think he was reading from any script. I don't think he had been given lines. It's like, go on out there and let the people know what's going on and why you got to lay the belt down. And it worked. And then there was one interview, I forget who he was getting ready to go to war with. I don't know if it was, might have been Brock way back. We're talking about a couple of years ago. And it was the Monday go-home show before the pay-per-view, and whatever city they were in was getting hammered by a hurricane. And they couldn't do the show. It was like North Carolina or something. So instead, they did Raw pretty much with like some tape footage of shit and a live sit-down interview with both he and, I'm going to say, Brock Lesnar in the Connecticut studio. And I remember, and it was a good 20-minute interview with each of them, sit-down style. Nothing but a black curtain in the background, and it was good. That's like, shit, that's what he should have been doing the whole time. It was much better. You know, he's actually likable now. And then they went back to giving him scripts. But again, he may not be able to work in that structured environment that way. I mean, he definitely doesn't pull off an acting role. That's a problem. He's trying to act, and it does not work for him. So, that's what it is. All right, well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up on that note. It was a fun little chapter there with Bray Wyatt and company. We got to see Cole change sides, but now he's back. He has seen the way of his era, and he is back in the fold with Thunderbolt. And I only got to use the song one time, so I'll see if they block my video for that one as well. It was kind of a remake by somebody who used a bunch of sound effects and synthetics and stuff that may keep it from the copyright block. We'll see. All right, everybody, you have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for hanging out and joining me, and it's been a great conversation here today. Basis, all the best to you. I hope to see you again in the near future, and I'm going to check out that link, and I encourage everybody else to check it out as well, because we have to support the indie scene, because otherwise we got nothing. Next thing I've got coming up, I believe, is going to be some WWF, and then we'll do some WCW. In the meantime, here's a little taste to whet your appetite until we get back.